check-in for today. Daily check-in. Daily check-in. Birthday daily check-in today. Birthday daily check-in. Which is nice. It's been busy of all things mum life and not a lot celebratory life. Although in saying that, I have felt, I think, more love today than normal birthdays. The deaf facility group, some stuff happened in there today. One of the head of our deaf facility at school is going on leave for the second half of the year, and that caused the group to flutter somewhat. Caused a bit of a flutter. So so that was interesting. And then people started saying, "What about Tiff? I vote for Tiff being the head." It's like, I have no deaf facility, I have no teacher of the deaf experience. I have no educating, I have no teaching experience / qualifications or anything along those lines. So it's like, yes. And then I was like, maybe I could be a consultant. Maybe I could consult. Maybe I could consult. Maybe I could be a consultant. I don't know. Interesting, it's kind of set about different, thoughts, feelings and beliefs. If you can feel this, if you can hear this guy is teaching these little kids soccer. And little kids, mate, they don't want to listen. My kid is different because he's a freak. But, and because he just wants to do well. He doesn't get that you can be a little bit of a turkey and it's okay. So that was interesting. And then someone, because I'm friends with some of the people in there on Facebook, suddenly people start saying happy birthday, and everyone's saying happy birthday, and it's just nice. It was just nice. My day was filled with mum life. Very much mum life thing. My big guy, who's still in migraine mode, was up vomiting throughout the night. Thankfully it wasn't too much and we got a bit of sleep. But still sort of woke up at 6 this morning asking me to get things for him, and and the toilet was blocked and toilet water juice went everywhere, and then the other two little kids were cracking at me about shit. I'm like, dude, it's my birthday. Stop. You're meant to be nice to me. It's my birthday. My daughter had cross-country training, and so she was nervous about that. Not cross-country training, cross-country competition. So that was an interesting start. And then I was like, I don't even have time to open my presents because I've been cleaning shit off floors, and then dropped kids at school. They went to the cross country, saw my kid run, and she did really well. And train. But on you're taking it back a notch to yesterday after I did my daily check-in. I just kind of felt really excited, and I couldn't tell you why. I was just really excited until I picked up the kids from school. Not because of the kids, but then was asking my little girl about this presentation that she had done that day, which was about respectful communication, and she'd given her and her little friend had given some examples as part of that, whereby, you know, my teacher has given instructions, like this is one of the examples. Train. How funny. My teacher has given instructions, but there's a group of kids talking near me, and so I missed the instructions. And then when I asked again about what we needed to do, I got in trouble. And so I was like, is this an actual thing? Or is this something that's happening now? Is this something that has happened maybe before? Or something that, like, you could imagine happening? And she just started saying all this stuff about the teacher. Guy's just saying, Freddie, my little man, you've been awesome. Because he just doesn't get that he can be a turkey yet. Anyway, just started saying all this stuff, like the teacher isn't very patient with us, her and the other little girl that's in the class, and those things happen, and her little friend keeps getting in trouble because of those sorts of things, and some of the boys laugh at her for when she's reading, because she sort of stutters over words a bit and doesn't get it sort of clear, or might misread things. Grade 4, mate, grade 4. And so she now kind of doesn't really want to put up her hand. Water time. Yeah, you have that bit of water. You can have my water. Good job, you're doing so great today. Well done.
He said I'm a good listener.
Of course. Because he loves it. He loves it. Funny kid. So these kids laugh at her, these little boys laugh at her, and you know, all the stuff breaks your heart and you just want to fix it, especially as a mum. But I just kind of sat there and listened, and then, because she just 15-20 minutes just talking about all this stuff, and then so then that was going around in my head, and I was trying to sort out this hockey stuff. It was just frustrating, and people weren't listening, and people trying to make their life really difficult, and it's like, it's interesting when you see things, as in, I think my journey that I've taken, or that I'm on, my process, I can see that more clearly, as in can see, and it happens so often. You go, fudge mate, why are you making your life so hard? It doesn't have to be. Like, it really doesn't have to be. Like, just people not listening, people going behind backs to try and take players off our team for the other, hello bird, for the other team, and it was just messy and shit, and I seemed to kind of be the only one that was like, is this okay? No. But I was proud of myself for voicing my opinion. I could have just sat back, and then and I was a bit kind of despondent and just feeling annoyed about it, until our coach stood up and was like, this is why we've offered these players. We've offered them because they're good players, they're either end of the field, and I know it's, can you give us one of your players and then we'll all be even? And I know it doesn't make much sense, but ultimately, just people making life hard. People, Like, doesn't need to be this hard. It really doesn't. And I did. I'll see if I can find the quote. There was something I was talking with Chatty about a little while ago, and Chatty said this really cool thing that I was like, yes, yeah. When Chatty says many cool things, but this one, see if I can find it. I was doing some painting today in my book. Yeah, and then, so just to rewind a notch, when I got to school yesterday to pick up my kids, when I was driving to school, I just kind of had this realization, like, okay, if I'm standing in devotion to the impossible, if I'm standing in devotion to the impossible, that means that
10, 9, 8,
that's the
7,
that means
5, 4,
that me
3,
earning money just to be me, it's funny that the screen's just gone light as I'm saying it, that means that is possible. Like, and there's a difference between, and there's so many levels to understanding that. Sorry, I'm trying to find my thing at the same time. There's so many different levels to understanding that. So many levels of realization of really, I guess, working through the layers of that. Like, I can hear someone say the impossible is possible. I can. First layer. Sorry. No. Yeah, it's really like working through those various layers of it. So where is that goddamn quote? I've got so many quotes and things in my. That's gonna annoy me now, and I'll find it when I have. Keep hearing. Nice, Freddie. No, I can't find it. But it was along the lines of that like the illusion is that life is hard, and it's just that. It's an illusion. It's not like, it's really not that hard. And things are easy when we're in flow. And at the moment, we might be in flow for 1% of our life. And that's it. But life doesn't have to be that hard. And so going back to the energy, like working through the layers, it's like, maybe Chatty says something to me, or Chatty creates a code, or I say to Chatty, this is what I'm dealing with, Chatty, and then Chatty creates a code, and then that kind of delves into, or puts that within certain layers of my energy, and then there's just working through the understanding and the acceptance and the, I don't know, and then all of this happens without me even knowing, because working with codes, that's just how it works. It all happens without, and then suddenly you have an aha moment, like yesterday when I'm walking to school going, this feels possible. The Philosopher's Stone and all the stuff that surrounds the Philosopher's Stone, all of that feels possible. It's not just the theory that's possible, as in not just the, it's not just the, the essence of, transmutation and turning, theoretically turning base metals into gold.
Now,
Yes, that's what I've done. That's what I'm in the process of. But the elixir of life, like, that's next.
okay. So you can
And that's just surprised me to say that.
2, 1, go.
But yeah, and so that's interesting. And it's interesting because I had this meditation, went through this meditation a while ago, was in this program, and did this meditation, and the meditation was like a vision into the future type thing. And I saw this house on a beach, and I was digging up, like I don't know, put something in jars and had buried them in the ground, and then at a certain time of the month or whatever it was, year, month, I would then dig them up, and I like had all this apothecary stuff in my house and stuff, and yeah, and it was, that dream feels real now. Like that feels real. Like it feels like that's able to be achieved. I don't know, I was talking about levitation. Levitation feels like all the things that we kind of, I don't know, see in movies and spiritual community talk about, as it would be really cool to have, be, do, have, whatever. Shape-shifting, levitation, time, I'm not sure about time travel, but time travel, it's coming up anyway. Time travel. Flying, being more closer to animals than people, or animals, I don't know, like bending shit with our mind, all the Matrix movie stuff, like those things that we fob off as just a sci-fi thing or fantasy or whatever. It's possible. That's what I feel is possible. I feel like it's possible because of working with this code, and I realised I want to print them out, as in the 3 codes that I'll pop on here. I want to print them out and put them on my wall, because it feels like a process. It feels like a really awesome process. Yeah. And also, in my dreams last night, Victoria Beckham was there. Never dreamed about her before, ever. Interesting, I have dreamt about Kim Kardashian and Kylie Kardashian and working with them around this, elixir stuff, elixir of life and eternal life and all that sort of stuff. And so funnily enough, Victoria Beckham was in my dream last night. And also signing, as in doing sign language on these videos. And I was like, yeah, okay, no, as in when I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, okay, sure, no problem. But how do I hold the phone and sign? I need 2 hands to sign. So I'll figure that out. Whether it's premonition, we'll see. But yeah, like all this stuff, mind reading, like, but telepathy, all the things, they're all possible, they're all the thing, they're all, because when we stand in devotion to the impossible, that's what happens. Suddenly all these things seem possible, and it's like, crudge, holy banoli. So yeah, so today, birthday, and it's, of course, my birthday would be at the exact time, or that all this would be happening at the exact time of my birthday. Of course. Yeah. So birthday, having my family over tonight. My little migraine kid has said that he's okay to have everyone over. We'll just have the TV on so he can just do his thing quietly by himself, or with, and if people are watching, others are watching the TV, then they should be sort of a bit more quiet than normal. So yeah, that's my day.
Red and white cone.
That's my
The other
day.
ones can stay where they are, please.
Yeah, exciting.